winner of this season of Halo will receive a prize package from Shopee Vet Beauty and $50 and 2 palettes courtesy of Fruits Cosmetics.
I won the first challenge and that feels so incredibly amazing. I'm so happy and I'm so excited that I won. I worked my ass off to create something out there and weird and editorial, and I knew that this was the only challenge that I wanted to win, like win-win. Like going into this, I was like, if I don't win anything else, this is the challenge I want to win. So I was so happy that I started out this competition strong, and I'm so excited to see where else it takes me.
So last week no one was eliminated. I thought it was pretty cool, you know, we all got a chance to show what we got. And so yeah, I'm really excited to see what other people can do, and I really feel like Seth will win. It's either between Seth or Thomas because their work is like so good. Okay, so for this week's challenge, we were assigned artists, and the artist that I got was Melanie Martinez. I'm really confident in this challenge because I'm really familiar with Melanie and her work. And for the makeup, I really want to do something cute, simple, you know, something with pastel colors. And I'm also planning on making my own backdrop. You know, I want to get a piece of cardboard, maybe some teddy bear stuffing and some fairy lights. And I want to make something that represents like clouds, I guess.
Yeah, Nick ended up giving me Cali, and I thought it was very shady of him to do that. I think all the artists on the list that we were given all had probably something to pull from, and I think Cali was the hardest. So I think the judges wanted me to go for either Telepatía or After the Storm, which are Cali's like 2 most known songs. And if you look at their videos, you can't really do anything with Telepatía because she's just roaming around in her town, I think. But I think the Cali choices were limited. So I did some digging on Cali and I found her Loner video when she performed live. And I really loved the tones of orange and purple that were used, especially on the shell. And I really loved her outfit, and I think it was something that I could have, I think it's something that I easily could have pulled from. So in the video, she had a corset with some fur on the top of the bust and some fur on the bottom. And I think she had a little bun top with crystal pins in them, and she had these beautiful gloves with some fur on the top as well. So what I decided to do was, I had a black corset, I had this long sleeve shirt that had a fur collar, and I also had some black gloves that I knew I could use for this challenge. I ended up gluing some black nails to the gloves, and I also made these crystal pins that I put on the top of the hair. So I decided to just put that all together and give you something neutral and glamorous. Well, in my terms, glamorous.
So I didn't win this week, which was surprising, but that's okay. I was top 2, so that was still pretty cool, but there'll be more opportunities for me to win a challenge or stand out better, I suppose. So for this challenge, I think I am a little bit at a disadvantage, or not even that. Like, I'm not at a disadvantage. It's just gonna be a little bit more of a struggle, and I'm gonna have to use a lot more creative thinking for my look. To stay safe and potentially be in the top for this challenge, I'm really gonna look for inspiration from his songs and his overall just aesthetic. I think Nick made a bad decision giving Thomas Lady Gaga, as that's fucking Thomas's aesthetic. When I asked Nick how he chose it, he was like, I want there to be enough room for people to be challenged but also succeed. So yeah, I guess he didn't apply that when it came to fucking Thomas, because Thomas is gonna win this. As Lady Gaga, he could do so much, and this is right up his alleyway.
I am so ready for this fucking challenge. I love this challenge. I love the idea. And I'm really happy that I got Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga! I got the best one. Best contestant got the best option. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I know exactly what I want to do, how to look, like visualized in my mind. I'm going to sketch it out. And yeah.
I received Billy. I'm very excited. I wanted Billy out of all the people on the list. I do have a look planned, and I think that I can execute it very well and redeem myself from last week. I am going to be making a prop for this look, and I'm very nervous because I've never made a prop before, so I just hope it turns out well. Last week, the challenge was editorial, and I did not deliver the challenge. I did have the lowest score, and I would have gotten eliminated, except Milo and Hank decided not to eliminate anybody. Some contestants may be very upset about this, but I'm okay with it. I really think that I needed that second chance because I have a lot more to show in this competition, and I feel like that look should not define me. If I would have gotten eliminated, I would have been really upset because that's all people would remember me by, and I think that I have a lot more to show. I think Seth is still one of the top contenders to win Halo, so I'm still really nervous about him. I feel like I am the underdog of season 2 because I had one of the most basic promos and my first look was very boring and not executed very well. But I feel like this week I'm going to show myself more in the competition. I feel like a lot of the contestants don't take me seriously, and I really want to prove to everybody, especially Milo and Hank, that I do have what it takes to win this.
I think you can't say who's gonna win this challenge. I think every artist is diverse in the way they portray themselves, so you can't really compare one another. I think when it does come down to comparing each contestant, it's gonna be the quality of their work.
No shade, no tea, but I feel like either Chanel or Ryan will not do well in this challenge. I'm so sorry. I love you guys.
I think the people who have singers who are going to be the hardest to portray and like give an aesthetic to are me for Harry Styles, George for Blackpink, because he can't culturally appropriate or he'll get in trouble, and that's a big no-no. I also know nothing about them, so if I would have got Blackpink, I would have went home. I can tell you that. So I think those are the 3 people who are at the biggest disadvantage this week, me, Ryan, and George. So hopefully we can overcome those disadvantages and stay safe in our win.
There was some controversy with Thomas's look. It was very simple. It was very editorial, but in a makeup competition, I feel like there's more needed than a piece of fabric and a red lip. But I'm not the judge, so my opinion really does not matter.
I kind of get it. They want to see more from us. But I personally would have sent Thomas's ass home. And I told him this. Like, I like Thomas, and I think Thomas is talented as hell. But what he did for the editorial makeup challenge was not creative. It was basic. There was nothing innovative about it. It looked like it took minimal effort. I would have sent Thomas home. I thought Thomas should have went home last week. Like, I can fucking, like, put fucking fabric over my eyes and be like, editorial. Like, anyone can do that. But I told Thomas, I apologize that we were all going in on him, but he was the weakest.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Nobody asked. If you have a problem, you should go to Milo or Hank's account, press message, and message them privately about it. Don't come up in the group chat in front of everybody, just like drag me. Like, ew. I've heard it 20,000 times now. Not even like cute shade. Yous are sitting here like being like, this is an issue that needs to be addressed. I feel as though blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares about what you feel. Nobody asks for what you feel. I certainly didn't ask for what you feel, so why are you telling me? At the end of the day, yous were the bottom 2. And I was sitting pretty in the top 4. Yeah, I did a red lip and a piece of fabric. And I was in the top 4. Why do you feel the need to just put that out there for me to see, for everybody to see? Make a whole group chat with everybody in it but me and put that in it. Because I don't want to see that. I don't care about your opinion. I didn't ask for it. It's like, why are you giving it to me? Ugh. If you don't like it, if you don't like the way this competition is being run, if you don't like the looks that are being sent in, and you don't like the way it's being judged, the door is right there. You have an open invitation to leave.
Can love everything you do. When you call me fucking dumb for the stupid shit I do. Wanna run my back with you. Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you. I'll pull them hard for you. I love everything you do. When you call me fucking dumb for the stupid shit I do. Wanna run my back with you. Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you. I'll pull them hard for you.
I wanna love you, but something's pulling me away from you. Jesus is my virtue, and Judas is the demon I cling to. I cling to just a body full of baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still loving Judas, baby. I am just a body full of baby. It's so cruel, but I'm still loving Judas, baby. Oh, I'm in love with Judas, Judas. Oh, I'm in love with Judas,
I don't wanna be a cigarette. I don't wanna be an ashtray. I don't wanna be a doormat. Don't wanna be ignored. All of a sudden you're not into me. 'Cause I was a loner until I met you, and I let you in after all the persuasion, mind games, manipulations. So I'd rather be a loner. Yeah, I'd rather be alone. I don't even wanna know you.
My Lucifer is lonely. Standing there, killing time. Can't commit to anything but a crime. Leaders on vacation, an open invitation. Animals, evidence. Pearly gates look more like a picket fence. Once you get inside, I've got friends but can't invite them. Hills burn in California. My turn to ignore ya. Don't say I didn't warn ya. All the good girls go to hell, 'cause even God herself has enemies. And once the water starts to rise and heaven's out of sight, she'll want the devil.
even in the sun, you know I keep it icy. You could take a lick, but it's too cold to bite me.
Bird, bird, frozen, you the one being chosen. Play the part like Moses, keep it fresh like roses.
Looks so good, yeah, looks so sweet. Looking good enough to eat. Ice cream, chillin', chillin', ice cream, chillin'. Ice cream, chillin', chillin'.
Keep it moving like my Lisa. Think you fly, but where you Visa? Mona Lisa, kinda Lisa needs an ice cream and a treat her.
Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream.
Sunflower, sunflower, my eyes want you more than a melody. Let me inside, wish I could get to know you. Sunflowers, sometimes keep it sweet in your memory. I was just tongue-tied. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but I've been trying hard not to talk to you. Sunflower, sunflower, sunflower. I couldn't want you
Hi, I'm your host and judge, Hank.
Hi, I'm your other judge and host, Milo.
And today we're joined by the winner of last season of Halo, Mott's. Welcome, Mott.
Hello.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
This episode, we've asked each contestant to do a makeup look inspired by a famous singer. The winner of last episode, Nick, got to assign each of the contestants one singer. First up, we have Ozzy, who was assigned Melanie Martinez. I think she did a really good job capturing the overall vibe of Melanie Martinez, especially like the Crybaby era, which you can see she put in balloons in the back. I wish the lighting was a little bit brighter because I feel like her face and hair is really dark and the background is really bright.
I wish she would have taken it a way that wasn't so literal and like didn't use the actual like album cover name. Like I love Melanie Martinez and there are so many like fun ways you could have incorporated her aesthetic into this. As far as the makeup, it's gorgeous. I love it. The accessories, again, I don't know if they totally match Melanie Martinez's vibe. Like I would have loved something a little more like pastel and you know, like toddler themed, I guess. But the makeup is beautiful. I love it. And the video is really cute.
For creativity, I would say like a 4 out of 10 because I think it's really literal. I mean, Melanie hasn't done like painted on realistic tears. So I guess there's that, but it's still pretty literal.
I wish it was a little more creative.
Yeah, for creativity, would you guys agree on 4 out of 10?
I agree. I think 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now for technique, I think the editing's really good. Like I said previously, I think the background is like differently lit than Ozzy's face, and I think that kind of creates a little bit of a disconnect. For technique, I'd give her
It is well done.
like an 8 out of 10. I think it's really cute.
I agree.
I agree, 8 out of 10. In this case, how well it relates to Melanie, I don't really get Melanie. Like, if you took away the Crybaby, I don't think I would get that it's Melanie.
I would say like a 5 because the overall picture is giving Melanie. It's a little literal in some sense, but then also not literal enough in others, if that makes sense. Like a 5 out of 10.
5?
Yeah, I'd say a 5. Mott's, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we have
George?
Yeah, George. Nick assigned George Blackpink as their celebrity, I suppose. Okay, so I really like the bright colors because a lot of Blackpink's music videos do incorporate bright colors and more organic shapes. So I really like that. I can see what George is referencing, but I just don't know if it's really reading like Blackpink. What are your guys' thoughts?
I think it's creative. Like, I'd say it's an 8 or 9 for creativity because he made like a whole like blended ice cream prosthetic. I think I give it a 9 for creativity.
This look is really cute and really fun.
I'd say like a 9. I think it's really well. Okay, so technique. I think he didn't do a ton of editing. You can tell he kind of smoothed out the edge of the prosthetic and maybe made the eyeshadow a little bit more saturated. I think it's really cute how it relates to Blackpink.
I give it like a 6. I don't feel like you don't get Blackpink.
Yeah, it doesn't work if you don't know it's supposed to be Blackpink, but I think once you get it, you can kind of where he was going with it. Okay, so yeah, 6 for how it overall relates. We have Thomas, and Thomas's celebrity was Lady Gaga. I really like it. I think the lighting and editing, it's so good.
I mean, this is gorgeous. Like, I think it really lends itself to like what Thomas does. So I think it's so stunning.
Yeah.
I agree. And he also made the heart piece, like, and he made his like crown thing. Like, he made almost everything.
Yeah. Like the whole outfit, everything is gorgeous.
It goes, yeah, and it like it's amazing because it also kind of mixes his aesthetic with Lady Gaga. I love everything about it. For
even the lighting in the photo is just so good. It's giving me like Judas vibes more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, very that.
Her music video is to Judas.
Okay,
but
so for creativity, I would give it like a 6 or 7. I do like how Thomas took the more like Catholic-y aesthetic rather than the new kind of more chromatica futuristic aesthetic.
Yeah. Like,
I think it's really
you
cute.
could have went with American Horror Story.
Or Technique.
I give it 8.
Yeah, like in editing, there are a lot of like strands of hair on the forehead, but like I think it's really gorgeous, and I think the edit is very nice.
For Technique, do we want to say like 8 or 9?
I'd say an 8. I don't think
Okay.
I'd give it a 10.
For Technique?
Or no, for how well it relates.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it is. It's reading Gaga. Next up, we have Chanel, who was assigned Billie Eilish. I think she looks really stunning, and I love all of the black and how she kind of framed her face with the black and did drips. I don't love the mesh top because that's...
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Never. I don't think she'd wear a mesh top with a bra.
Yeah. I would say for creativity, like a 3 or a 4. It's very literal. I've seen a lot of people do this. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there are also newer references to pull from. I
Yeah.
feel like it's hard to do something that you've seen so much.
Yeah, something new that was kind of like lighter and more nude, I think would be really cute.
Or even like the electric green aesthetic, I would have loved to see.
Do we want to say like a 3 or 4 for creativity? Sorry about it.
I feel like it doesn't fall short on creativity. I feel like it more falls short on the technique of executing it. And like the wings are creative. Like she didn't have to do the wings. So
Yeah.
I give it like a 5 for creativity.
For technique, I enjoy how she did like a more draggy, intense version of like, Billie wasn't doing black lips, black smoky eyes. And I really like that she did that. I like that she did the messy hair. And I love that she made the wings because those aren't edited. Those are actual wings. And I think the wingspan was like 4 or 5 feet. Like,
And if you're going to make something that's so big and is like a 4-foot wingspan and you're photographing it, like you can't get a really good read on what the makeup is. And okay, in editing, in the other photo, the paint looked a lot more blended with her hairline, but in this one, there's like a pretty clear definition, which I wish she would have like blurred or something to give to the illusion that like the hair is like dripping down the face.
overall, I don't know, like she had a good idea and she had a concept. I just kind of wish she fully committed to the concept. It feels like there's kind of a lot of, for technique, I would say like a 5 or 6 maybe.
I'd give it a 5 for technique.
5, 3 months. Okay. Well, it's not the most original look. We've seen it before. So many makeup artists have replicated it, and she didn't really put her own spin. Like I think if she did like some hair like stuck to her face or something too, that could be kind of cool because we haven't seen that before.
If she had done like an embery like ash thing in editing, so it looked like the curtain was burning too, like.
Okay, so how it relates to Billie, I would say, I mean, pretty high, like a 7 or 8, because it is giving Billie.
I give it a 7, but the challenge was to put your own spin on it.
I mean, I think doing a drag makeup
was
on the Billie look, I think is like cute and pretty, putting your own spin on it. So
yeah, so maybe like an 8, 7.
Yeah.
8.
I give it a 7. Do you agree? I think an 8. I don't feel like it's
yeah.
Sure, 7. Okay.
7.5 because feeling nice.
We have Nick, who was the winner of the previous challenge, and he gave himself Lil Nas. I think she looks good. I wish she did something a little more. I wouldn't have liked to see like a devil because that's a little too literal, but something like a little bit like darker, fiery, maybe like leather, because on SNL she wore like the leather chaps. Like,
I like the makeup that he did. I don't super love the appliques. I wish there was a more cohesive color story with them. Like they're just kind of all over.
Like the like kind of like Garden of Eden-y type flower thing.
I wish the clouds would. They stop here. It would be cool if they came up and around and framed his face, or if he cut him. He has a white background, so you could cut himself out of the background and do like clouds. I think that would have been really, really good.
Or even if the clouds were symmetrical on both sides, they're kind of going down.
Yeah.
And with what Milo said, you can see his shadow behind him on the wall with the lighting. And I think even just cutting out to like a plain color background, I think would have elevated this.
Especially if you get to pick the artist.
Yeah, I wouldn't give
I think that should honestly kind of be a strike against him. Like, if you get to pick anyone, I feel like you should have a really strong, cohesive vision.
He also was not able to send in a music video.
Oh, well, he's the one that's in the hospital.
Don't strike him against that because it's out of his control. So
Okay, so
Also, I wish he would used actual glitter on his body instead of just doing the white, dots.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the white dots over glitter would look cute, but just the white dots, it's giving skin condition. So
Okay, for creativity, I would say, well,
7. It's creative.
yeah,
sure.
Choices.
Creative for Lil Nas at least.
Technique. I give it a 7 as well. It's well done.
Yeah.
It's well done. I wish the color story was a little bit more cohesive. Like Mots was saying, I wish there wasn't white dots.
The eyeshadows blended very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't understand the line on the lip.
I don't understand that either.
I didn't understand that either.
Okay.
Relating to the challenge.
Yeah. I'd give it like I give it a 7.
No, like a 4 or a 3.
We just talked about like how it doesn't read Lil Nas X for
I've
like
had
5 minutes. So I would say like a 5.
I would say a 4. I mean, it's really not giving Lil Nas.
I mean, I get the 5 because he did do a photo shoot like this, and it's like it looks like the photo shoot, but it's not like a classic Lil Nas X moment.
I just feel like if you didn't know it wasn't Lil Nas X, then you wouldn't know. But even now that you do know it's Lil Nas X, it's still not reading. Give it like a 4. It's really, I don't know. It doesn't really relate to the challenge. And next up we have Ryan.
This is Caliucci's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually really I love the gloves. I love the corset. I don't get Callie at all. At all.
I think Ryan looks really good. I love like the monochromatic outfit. I agree. The gloves are cute. The eye is cute. I love the bottom lashes, the wig. Like the beehive's really cute. Anywhere else?
Yeah, what are those?
I don't know because they're not pearls. They look like flat.
Yeah. I love the facial hair and like the really long lash on the top. I think that's really cute. Maybe I'm missing the reference, but I don't get Caliucci's from this.
I like the background's really gorgeous, and like the shadow he put, I like the stars they put and the background they put, but it doesn't read Callie at all.
I love the background.
The background's beautiful.
But I wish they would have put like a glow filter over them too, because they just look out of place next to the background.
Or if they turned up the warmth on themselves, I think that would have really helped. For originality, what would we give?
For creativity, I would give Ryan. We'll see. I don't know because it's creative. Well, it's creative for the celebrity he was given, but like it is also an all black outfit with a pink eye.
I'd give it a 7.
I'd say like a 5 or a 6.
I would say 6.
6. Okay.
For
technique, the edit is beautiful. I don't know about the makeup. The makeup isn't the most like revolutionary. It's just kind of like a pink and orange with a cute little lip. Like Mots was saying, I do love the facial hair. I think that's really cute.
For how well it, like relatability.
2.
I give it a 3.
I would say 3.
Okay, 3. Next we have Seth, and his celebrity was Harry Styles. I live. It's really cute.
One thing I do wish is he did a bunch of Harry Styles tattoos, but he covered it up. Like you can see the birds peeking through. I wish he showed that off more.
All right. That's kind of crazy. Also with the sunflowers, like the majority of those flowers are painted on, which is also really cool. And I like how Seth mixed the real flowers with the fake flowers. Like if the fake flowers looked not great, then it would be kind of a disconnect. But the drawn on ones look so good. I think it's really like effective.
And even though it's like less makeup, it makes sense. Like that's Harry. So I don't like that font.
No, the
And
font is very Visco Summer 2019.
I don't like either of them.
Very Pixar, yeah.
And I'm gonna say my same critique with like the Melanie Martinez one. Like I think it should be able to stand alone and like
I think it does stand
have their
alone.
place, but
They even have volume 6 written underneath their eye, so like it's on there twice, which is kind of a lot.
yeah, I think it's cute under the eye, but having it over the head, I don't think it's the best. I wish the sunflowers in the background were a little brighter to match the ones on him. And I don't know, just the image quality of the sunflower background is not awe-inspiring. And I wish you would have done like mountains or clouds or something.
I don't know. I like that it's plain because then it kind of focuses on him. But I know what you mean. For creativity, I would say like a 6 or 7.
I give it an 8. I feel like it's very creative.
I guess for Harry Styles it is, but like we've seen it on the side of the face before. What do you think, Mott?
I would say 7.
Okay, yeah, 7.
But the full look is really cute. Like the reference to the album cover and then with the flowers, I think it looks great.
The tattoos are really well done. I really like the look.
Yeah.
Did we already say technique? No, we didn't. What would we say for technique?
Given that technique includes editing,
I do like that they went extra mile and added in the tattoos because I think that is like a really cool part that certain people might not think of. So for technique, I'd say like a 7. I think it's cute.
I think it's a 7.
Okay, and then how it relates to Harry, I think like an 8 or 9.
I would say 9. I got Harry from this right away.
9.
Okay, perfect. Now, okay, so Cohen's celebrity is Doja Cat, and I
get Doja Cat 100%.
Yeah,
I love it. Very Planet Her. I think the makeup is cute. The chest piece is incredible.
The chest piece is insane.
I love it. That's like the best part.
You're gonna have to like send me one of those.
Yeah, commission fully.
I think the editing with the moons is cute, but I wish they had picked a different color for the background because the purple background with the purple wig with the purple skin, it's not, like, there's not enough definition.
Futuristic, clean, sleek, and the hair is kind of a little too messy for my liking.
I would say there's so much highlighting on the face. I wish there was some on the body to make it a little more cohesive.
Yeah, I think Cohen looks beautiful. We're getting Doja. I think she fully served it to us. For creativity, it is quite literal, but like I like how she changed minor things, like the purple skin's cute. I'd say for creativity, like a 7.
Yeah,
I think it's cute. Technique, I think there are like the makeup is cute. I love the blush. I like how she kind of did an orangey blush too, because I think
yes.
Yeah, I like warm, and it matches the like the chest piece.
Yeah, and
which she made herself, which that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Technique also includes the edit, which I think the edit's pretty good.
There are some things I would change.
Yeah, but I think it gets the point across. The chest piece is incredible. The makeup is cute. I think it's it's a little graphic liner.
I'd say it's like a 8 for technique.
8. We tallied up all of the contestants' scores, and now we're gonna announce them in the order.
Starting off in second place, we have Cohen with an average score of 8.
In third place, we have Seth with an average score of 7.6.
Fourth place is George with an average score of 7.
In fifth place with an average score of 6, we have Nick.
In sixth place, we have Chanel with an average score of 5.5.
Ozzy came in 7th place with an average score of 5.6. The winner of this week's challenge with an average score of 8.3 is Thomas.
Excellent job, Thomas.
Thomas will get an advantage in next week's challenge. Sadly, this week we must eliminate someone. The contestant with the lowest score this week with an average score of 4.6 is Ryan. Where can people find you?
Oh, yeah.
You can find me at Monarch Mots on Instagram and TikTok.